Welcome back to our deep dive into automotive history. Today, we are exploring one of the most significant pivots in the history of the SUV, the 8th generation Chevrolet Suburban, spanning from 1992 to 1999. Before this, the square body style had reigned for nearly 2 decades, but the arrival of the GMT400 platform changed everything. It wasn't just a redesign, it was a total reimagining of what a full-size utility vehicle could be for the modern American family. Combining truck-like capability with a level of refinement previously unseen in the segment, the 1992 model year set the pace for the decade. This era solidified the Suburban's reputation as the longest continuous nameplate in automotive history, proving that utility and comfort didn't have to be mutually exclusive. Let's take a look at how this giant evolved.
Moving away from the boxy aesthetics of the 70s and 80s, the 8th Gen Suburban embraced a more aerodynamic and sophisticated look. The engineers focused heavily on reducing wind noise and improving fuel efficiency through smoother body panels and a more raked windshield. One of the biggest technical leaps was the introduction of the independent front suspension on four-wheel drive models, which vastly improved ride quality compared to the old solid front axles. For the first time, all Suburbans now came standard with a 4-door configuration, eliminating the awkward 3-door setup of previous generations. This made it the ultimate choice for large families and professional transport services alike, offering a car-like driving experience in a massive, capable package.
Under the hood, the Suburban offered a range of engines that became legendary for their durability. In the early years, the 5.7-liter V8, the L05, and later the L31 Fortec was the bread and butter of the lineup, providing a reliable 210 to 255 horsepower. But for those who needed to pull a house off its foundation, Chevy offered the massive 7.4-liter V8 big block. Known as the 454, this engine was a torque monster, eventually reaching up to 290 horsepower and over 400 pound-feet of torque in the later Vortec versions. These engines were paired with the 4L60E or the heavy-duty 4L80E automatic transmissions, making them some of the most capable tow vehicles of the 1990s. Whether you were commuting or hauling, there was a V8 tailored for your specific needs. 1994 was a landmark year for the Suburban, with the introduction of the 6.5-liter turbo diesel V8 engine. This was a game-changer for buyers who prioritized fuel economy and long-distance towing torque. While not a speed demon, the 6.5-liter diesel provided a steady, reliable grunt that the gasoline engines couldn't match in terms of efficiency under load. It became the go-to choice for the 2500 series heavy-duty models. It's important to note that this era of diesel required specific maintenance, particularly regarding the pump-mounted driver, or PMD, which became a well-known fix for enthusiasts. Despite its quirks, a well-maintained 6.5-liter turbo diesel Suburban is still highly sought after today for its unique character and impressive capability in a pre-Duramax era. If the exterior was a leap forward, the interior was a revelation. In 1995, the Suburban received a significant dashboard redesign, moving away from the square, utilitarian layouts of the past toward a more driver-centric, rounded cockpit. With 3 rows of seating, the Suburban could comfortably carry up to 9 adults, a feat few other vehicles could match. Luxury features began to creep in, including leather-appointed seating, power-adjustable seats, and a much-improved rear climate control system to keep all those passengers comfortable. This transformation was a key reason why the Suburban began to replace the traditional station wagon as the primary choice for the American family, offering a high-command seating position and a sense of security that was unmatched at the time. The 8th Gen Suburban was essentially a heavy-duty truck with a permanent roof. Available in both 1500 half-ton and 2500 3/4-ton series, its capability was legendary. When properly equipped with the 7.4-liter V8 and the 2500 chassis, the Suburban could boast a towing capacity of up to 10,000 pounds. This made it the undisputed king of the boat ramp and the campground. Additionally, the InstaTrack 4WD system allowed drivers to shift from 2WD to 4WD high at any speed, providing confidence during sudden changes in weather or terrain. Whether you are navigating a snowy mountain pass or hauling a horse trailer across the state, the Suburban's robust frame and drivetrain were built to handle the stress without breaking a sweat.
Safety technology saw massive improvements throughout the 90s. The 8th generation Suburban led the charge for full-size SUVs by making four-wheel ABS standard early in the production run. This was a critical feature for such a heavy vehicle, especially in panic braking situations. By 1997, Chevrolet added standard passenger side airbags, complementing the driver's side airbag that had been introduced a few years prior. The vehicle's construction also featured a high-strength steel frame and reinforced side impact beams in the doors. While it didn't have the sophisticated electronic stability controls of today, for its era, the Suburban was considered a vault on wheels. This focus on safety helped parents feel secure while transporting their most precious cargo across the country.
Throughout its 8-year run, the Suburban offered various trim levels to suit every budget, from the basic Cheyenne to the mid-range LS and the top-tier LT. In 1996, the introduction of the Vortec engine line brought a significant boost in efficiency and power, making the later years of this generation particularly desirable. The LT trim, in particular, offered features that were considered high-end luxury at the time, such as heated leather seats and premium audio systems. Meanwhile, the GMC version, the Yukon XL, provided a slightly different styling take on the same GMT400 DNA. These trim levels allowed the Suburban to transition from a worksite staple to a luxury status symbol in the suburbs, paving the way for the premium SUV market we see today.
The 1992-1999 Suburban didn't just sell well. It became a cultural icon. It was the vehicle of choice for the Secret Service, Hollywood action movies, and every suburban family with a boat. Its massive presence on the road symbolized American excess and capability in the best way possible. It proved that a vehicle could be a workhorse, a family hauler, and a luxury cruiser all at once. Even today, the 8th generation is remembered as the sweet spot of the Suburban's history, offering modern ergonomics and safety without the overcomplicated electronics of modern SUVs. It set the blueprint that every full-size SUV has followed since, making it a true legend of the 1990s automotive landscape.
If you're looking to buy one of these GMT400 Suburbans today, you're looking at a vehicle with incredible longevity. It's common to see these trucks with well over 300,000 miles still on the road. However, there are things to watch for. Frame rust is the #1 killer, especially in the Salt Belt. Mechanically, keep an eye on fuel pumps, intake manifold gaskets on the Vortec engines, and the condition of the transmission fluid. Parts are incredibly cheap and plentiful, making these excellent project cars for the DIY mechanic. Whether you want a reliable tow rig or a nostalgic family cruiser, a well-kept 8th Gen Suburban remains one of the best values in the classic SUV market. Thanks for joining us on this look back at a 90s powerhouse.